Hey, how's it going? Sunday fun day, Sunday morning. How's it going? Hey, if you can name the game that this song comes from and the level, I'll, as long as you're in the States anyway, I can ship you this book. Okay? Bikers versus the Undead. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, why this music? Because I don't know. Is it the end days for Twitch? I don't know. I don't think so. There's too much money in Twitch for it to just crash. But it's a massive data breach, massive data leak, and it's just the beginning. We're talking a lot of information here, like gigs of information just dumped. You know, everyone's talking about the income, the money. And then you have people on Twitch. I'm not streaming this on Twitch for a reason, because I don't know if I would be allowed to. Who knows, right? It would be kind of embarrassing. Be like, hide this stream. Not like anybody sees it anyway. The Twitch streams are more, they're smaller, right? And you can actually kind of get away with some things, like copyright-wise. But if you say no word, they come down on you hard. You know. But yeah, massive data breach, man. And of course like I said, people are talking about the income, and you have people on Twitch saying, who cares about the income, you know. And the thing about that is, and what we talk about that in the stream, is that I really don't care how much somebody makes, but except for, well, there's exceptions. There's exceptions for me not caring about how much someone makes on, you know, streaming on Twitch. If someone's streaming on Twitch and claims to be poor and broke and they're struggling to pay their bills like DSP, but they're making actually a decent amount on Twitch, then they need to shut the fuck up. You know, if they are, if they're making a lot of money a month, making more money in a month than most people ever make in a single year, even 2 years, maybe even 5 years. And then while they're streaming, they're saying stuff like "eat the rich" and you know, fuck capitalism and stuff like that, and they want the commie dream to happen. That's a massive fucking grift, right? There's a problem with that. There's a problem of hypocrisy in that, and you know, and there are times where we will all be a little bit hypocritical. There are times where you will have to make decisions that would go against your principles. If you ever had a job, you know what I'm talking about. Do you really want to work that job? Huh. What are you willing to do for money? What are you willing to do to get the things you want? But there's situations where it's blatant, and it's like, and that's where the grift is. Okay, that's why I have a problem with Hassan, and that's where we're going to be reacting to his response to this. Yeah, I make money, so what? Which, I mean, I could summarize his response video like, I make money, so what? You know, socialists should be able to make money. It's like, dude, you say eat the rich while you are rich. I don't think you understand. While I don't want society to collapse, I don't really want that. Part of me does want to see what it would look like. Part of me wants to see if the young commie-minded people really have it in them to eat the rich, to tear them down. Part of me wants to see that chaos, what it would look like. It'd be hilarious. It'd be horrible, but it would be hilarious. The irony of it is what I'm getting at. The irony is what I would really enjoy. Seeing people that are smug, like Hollywood actresses, Hollywood big shots, big business guys, and these, I guess, Twitch people, YouTube people that built a platform, a very wealthy and lucrative platform off of commie talk. But when it comes to the actual action, what do they want? Oh, don't come for my money. I don't make that much money. You make more money than most people do. All that money you make off of the evil capitalist system, do you donate that? Do you put that money into a cause that would help bring out the commie utopia? How about you start your own streaming service? Hassan makes so much money, he could actually do his own streaming service so he doesn't line the pockets of Jeff Bezos. How about that? How about that? We could do that. We could just bring that up. Apparently he brings up Jeff Bezos for Eat the Rich, but I don't know, he seems to have no problem with him because he's on his platform. Okay, guy. There's so many others. There's Trovo. There's D Live. Oh, because they suck. Well, then start your own. If Ethan Ralph of the Kill Stream, I don't know if there's even overlap from the Rented Chill channel and the other one. But if Ethan Ralph, the savior of the white race, who hosts the Kill Stream, if you don't know what that is, it's a long story. If he could start his own streaming service, then Hassan can. Ethan Ralph is freaking broke. He eats cheeseburgers out of the trash can. Okay, all right. When he engaged to his girlfriend, to his fiance, he gave her a ring that came out of the box of a Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. Wait, Cracker Barrel's the restaurant. Cracker Jack. Oh my God, it's been so long. You know what I'm talking about, though. Jesus Christ. You forgive me on that. I mean, when was the last time you had a box of Cracker Jack, right? That's called Cracker Jack. That is a white fucking name right there. Cracker Barrel's pretty white. But I like going to that place. The place is pretty nice. Good breakfast. Oh, God. How's it going? Three a day. What do you get in 3A a day? What? 3 Asians a day? Well, that's a lot. 3 Asians a day. That's a lot more than any Japanese man ever gets, from what I understand. All right, let's go ahead and do this, man. Let's go ahead and talk about Hassan. We do have a video too about the Twitch leaks, and it is quite embarrassing because it's not just the income, like I said. It's also training material. It's source code. You have source code for the actual website, and it's other plugins. You also have information from the league about good. You don't want to know. You also have information on what is it? Oh, so Vapor. Amazon was going to have a Steam competitor. I don't know why. I mean, Steam's actually doing pretty good. I mean, I know they pretty much kind of have a monopoly on the whole thing, but they're doing pretty good and they've been pretty fair. And it's not like Amazon's going to allow any more titties than Steam is. You know, if Steam's going to say no to titties, then Amazon's going to do the same. Which I play a lot of those hentai pervy games, so I can tell you, Steam has not said no to titties. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Make this professional. There might be some interruptions because, you know, kids, life, all that. If so, there's always this screen. Boom. You probably want to see that more than see me. That's fine, I understand. Anyway, this video is called I Make Money, Twitch Income Leaked. Let's play this. Let's see what Hassan has to say.
I feel like there's something going on. I feel like there's something in the news. I don't know. I woke up immediately. My time.
Okay. I know a lot of people talk about this when they're covering Hassan, but I never really noticed it until actually watching this video. This dude has so many jump cuts. It is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Did you see that? Like, he went from putting on his glasses to glasses on, and like, what happened? Does he not know how to complete a sentence?
I feel like there's something in the news. I don't know. I woke up immediately. My timeline is like people defending.
I woke up, puts on his glasses, and all of a sudden, immediately did it. So there was something lost there. But whatever.
Me, people shitting on me. It's wild. And then I start seeing the messages. And I'm
the other jump cut. Dude, if I take a shot for every jump cut, I would be dead.
I'm like, oh boy, here we goes again. Another day of wonderful discourse.
Okay, we need a timer, a jump cut timer. That would be great.
Of course, here at Twitch.tv. That's right, folks. New controversy just dropped. We're getting right into it, dude. Everybody knows how much money I make, at least in this community. It's up there for a reason. For those of you who are unaware, there was a massive data breach.
He makes more than that, I'm thinking. Anyway.
Over at Twitch, and its source code is out in the wild. I don't even...
Yeah, that's right. It's pretty crazy. Source code is out there. People are gonna take advantage of that, man. This is only part one of the leaks. Like, it is embarrassing. I don't know who Twitch hired to keep their stuff secure, but they didn't keep it secure at all. They weren't even trying. I mean, I'm still gonna stream on Twitch for the, I guess the reaction streams or whatever, because I won't be able to do them on YouTube. But whatever.
Even know how the website is up right now. I don't know how the fuck it's working, but
well, they didn't crash the site of SOM. They just exposed everything. They're not gonna crash it. It's still gonna make money. They would crash it or shut it down once the hackers find out a way to see this would be really devious. If hackers found a way to change where the money goes, if they could somehow do that to the back end, oh man, gotta siphon the bits and money out from Twitch into someone's pocket, in some hacker's pocket, but it's for a good cause. You know, I'd be like the Robin Hood of the internet. They take money from the rich and they'll disperse it to the poor. What if they actually did that? What if this hacking group actually did that, or they took money from Twitch and Amazon by proxy, and then they had like little ways to send the money to various people that could probably need it. I'm not justifying it. It'd be fucked up, but it would be funny. And you know what? It would be more of a socialist action than Hassam has ever done. You know, that would. In fact, if you could, I would say that there's an argument to be made that the 4chan hacker, hacker known as 4chan, supposedly he's the one who did it, is more socialist than Hassam is, because he's actually going after someone, a huge platform that makes a lot of money, has a lot of wealth, to expose it and to mess with it, to, well, interfere with its ability to reap the benefits of a capitalist society, you know? I mean, you have a Hassam here who talks the talk while benefiting from a capitalist society, becoming a very enriched fat cat. Well, he's not fat, but, you know.
This morning I woke up to a 125 gigabyte data leak.
125 gigabytes. Jesus Christ.
I don't even know how protected my information is on Twitch.
Not protected.
I don't know anything. But according to a report by VGC, an anonymous hacker posted 125 gigs of torrent links containing...
Yes, and that's just part one, guys. That's part one.
All of Twitch, literally, including its source code and commit history going back to the start. The leak also contains streamers' income since 2019 and information that suggests that Amazon-owned streaming platforms Steam rival Vapor may really exist. Now, of course, for most of the content creators that you are seeing with like how much their earnings are, which immediately was made into this like wonderful little list so you can take a look at it. But
oh, he says wonderful with some disdain. You know he doesn't like this. You know he doesn't like this. And I will say this too. What he's saying is that my sub count's right there. You could see it. That's right. This whole time, you know, when we get into the thick of this video, because he's gonna say, he's gonna act like he's surprised, like what's the big deal? So what? I make money. It's right there. It's right on the screen. I make money. You guys can calculate. I make money. You know, I'm kind of like, yeah, he does make money, and he's been making that money for a while now, and it is right there. Are the people who donate to this guy just like morons? Did he not see? I mean, there can't be any commie tankies that take this guy seriously. If they're donating to this guy, they probably like his personality or whatever. Probably think he's like some dude bro and like, I don't know, pump iron in the gym or whatever. but they probably think his comedy talk is coming from a jock who is trying his best to be intellectual. A jock who thinks he's really smart because he read the cover of a book. Like those jocks that the jocks in high school that they like that watch Deep Horizon and think it's a really profound movie with very interesting philosophical takes. Which it's like I like Deep Horizon too. It's a cool movie, but it's to say it's like some piece of philosophy or that it's I don't know. It's a grand thing about the human experience. That's a little too much. It's just a haunted house in space. That's all that movie is. Anyway.
This is nothing. Like for me, this is pretty much all of the revenue because all of my revenue comes from subscription and like the Twitch payouts. For most,
I'm curious if that's a lie. I wouldn't be surprised if Hassan has other sources of income. Why wouldn't he? If he's already making a killing, I mean, he's making a shit ton of money, more than you'll ever make in a year, on Twitch. Why not? Why not make money with stocks? Make money with crypto? I mean, he does crypto, doesn't he?
Most people, they also have ad deals, sponsors, merchandise.
Oh, guys, I'm still a socialist. I'm still a good socialist here because I don't do ad deals. Ads run on your thing, right? Can you opt out of ads on Twitch? I have no idea. But it doesn't really matter. Even if you can't opt out of ads on Twitch, Hassan makes so much money, enough money to where he could actually do his own streaming platform and not have ads there. Or he can go on a platform that just doesn't have ads. I don't know if they even exist. Probably some small one.
And numerous other ways that they make money. So it's even more money than the way that you see over here. Significantly higher amounts of money. That revenue number right there is from 2019 until now. This is the total earnings. I don't know if...
Whoa. That's his total earnings from 2019 to now? I don't know if I could read that number. It's very pixelated on the screen. I see... No way. That's his earnings from 2019 to 2021? Dude, that's a shit ton of money. How about 9 million, right? It's pixelated, hard to tell. Almost $10 million. Are you shitting me? Holy goddamn. Yeah, I don't want to hear a single fucking word about now we need to eat the rich and wealth disparity problems from this guy. He's a fucking fraud. You know, I'm thinking, it shouldn't be too hard to be like a grifting bread tuber, a grifting socialite. It shouldn't be too hard. You just say what people want to hear. Guys, we have a problem with income in this country. We need to change the system. We need to go after rich billionaires, top CEOs, rich businesses, take their money and redistribute it among the people. And the politicians aren't going to do it for us, so we got to do it. See, here's the thing. I go too far. If I were to do this, I would go too far, I'll say too much, and I'll get in trouble. Because what I was about to say sounds like borderline call to action, but it's not a call to action. I'm just saying that, you know, BreadTube is weak. These internet socialists, they're fucking weak. They're fucking weak soy boy frauds that will talk the talk, say the things people like to hear. People who don't have money, people who are struggling. I understand. Okay, I mean, there's a reason why people are attracted to communist ideas. It sounds nice on paper. It sounds nice when you don't have money and don't seem to have a way to make money, to take money from others for yourself. But nobody likes to be on the receiving end on that. No one likes to give up their money. No one wants to give up their property, their things, their money to better society. There might be there might be the exception to the rule, but this is why it has to be done by force. This is why it's done by the state. This is why, like, I mean, these Marxists will say Marxism's never been tried because you still have the state. You're gonna have the state because who's gonna enforce it? Who's gonna enforce the distribution of supplies and services and stuff? Who's gonna enforce that? The mob? Oh, okay. Who's gonna control the mob? Who's gonna make sure the mob isn't corrupted by feelings and biases and stuff like that? Oh, what's gonna happen? It happens every fucking time.
If this is the total earnings as in like gross revenue or how much Twitch streamers get back. Vice article including comments from a former security engineer at Twitch. The Twitch hack is worse for streamers than for Twitch. The leak of the source code and some internal security files does not expose sensitive data, according to a former Twitch employee. The leaker said it's part 1 of the leak, but did not say what else might be coming. The leak.
Oh, I bet part 2 is gonna be super juicy. Oh, I'm willing to bet part 2 is gonna be worse than part 1. Part 2 is gonna show that people. Wouldn't it be insane if part 2 of the leaks was like, okay, part 1, we showed you the income of all these people. We got the source code or Vapor. But part 2 is going to be, the reason why those e-thoughts don't get banned permanently and all that is because we can name names of people who've exchanged nudes and services and whatever for benefit. That would be something. That would be fucking something there. That'd be crazy.
Leak posted on 4chan included source code, internal tools, and crucially, spreadsheets that detail how much money every streamer on the platform, including Twitch's biggest stars, make. Motherboard has begun to analyze some of the files within a breach and has spoken to a former member of Twitch's security team who believes that the stolen source code and scripts are not devastatingly sensitive. What's sensitive is the streamer revenue data and any potential personal information about streamers that could come in future parts of the leak. That part is fucking terrifying. That part is terrifying. Of course, no one gives a fuck about that. Like,
oh, I would be terrified if I was in this situation because he's high profile. People are going to be going after him. The low guys, the small guys on Twitch, they are going to be fine. They might get messed with, probably not. The people who are going to be messed with are going to be the big top dogs. Assam is top dog. Darkside Phil's not top dog, but he has a lot of hate watchers for a reason. So he's going to be messed with too. If there's any personal information that they can use, like social security numbers, things like that, to try to take your identity, to pose as you, to mess with you, they're going to. You got to think, man, the people on the internet that do this stuff, the hate watchers, some of them take it to a whole other level because they have all the time and it doesn't really cost them anything to do so. In the end, as severe and as bad as it gets, there's going to be people on the sidelines, like myself and like you, who will be like, that was wrong, but it was funny. Which I totally understand makes me an asshole. I totally understand. That makes it sound like I am encouraging that sort of behavior. No. I'm not encouraging that behavior. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even know. Even if I did say I was wrong, but it was funny, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even know I said that. But like, they were gonna do that regardless. They could do that for internet fame. To be the best troll ever.
Like, no one cares. People are gonna literally, I don't know what kind of information has been collected. I don't know what I'm gonna need to fucking do to protect myself even further. That's like actually terrifying. Twitch has confirmed the breach in a tweet. Our teams are working with urgency to understand the extent of all this, the company wrote. We will update the community as soon as additional information is available. I'll be very surprised if more comes from this, to be honest. But yeah, you are right to worry about the possibility until Twitch does an investigation and figures out who accessed what and when. Asman, thanks you for...
See, I like how he talks fast when he talks. But it sounds... Dude, they're take note of all the jump cuts. And even when he's talking fast, it sounds robotic. It sounds like it's missing words or something. Like someone's taking out all the ums and uhs or whatever that people naturally have.
For being here, what?
I like the transparency to hold LARPers like
I'm going to keep subbing until you're number one has.
Accountable for what? People giving him money?
And I don't... Who's this guy? Osman Gold or whatever? He has to know what they're talking about. Holding Assam accountable Accountable for what? People giving him money? It's not that. See, that's one part of the reason why people are upset. Well, most people are upset. It's not that people are giving Hassam money. It's not just that Hassam is making money. It's just people are giving Hassam money. Hassam is making money, and Hassam is a socialist, is a commie tanky, is a eat the rich guy. Okay, there's a problem with that. It doesn't fit. But just ignore that.
I literally have my fucking subscription count up there on the top of the corner. I am more transparent with this community, perhaps more than I should be. In a lot of instances, that transparency bites me in the fucking ass because dumbass parasocial dipshits think they know.
Is he really transparent with the community? Did he say he was buying that $1 million home before he bought it, before the news broke? Or did he talk about it after the news broke? I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, he talked about it and addressed it after the news broke. That doesn't seem very transparent. Should be, guys, when you donate to me, even though I'm saying, hey, guys, I understand. This is Hassam. Okay, we're getting in the mindset of Hassam. Guys, we have a problem with income in this country. Okay, the rich are getting richer, the poor are just getting poorer, and there's no chance the American dream is dead. All right, we need to hold these billionaires accountable. We need to take their money. We need to share it around to help you. We need to increase the minimum wage. We need to increase all this stuff to help you. Meanwhile, while you give me your money, you donate to me, or you sub to me, what I'm going to do with that money is I'm going to buy $1 million home. I'm going to be living the $1 million life. While I'm saying you need to make more, and I hope you do one day, knowing that you'll never make as much as I do, knowing that there's not a chance in hell for that to ever happen. Okay? I mean, this guy, he is in a position to where he could actually practice what he preaches. He could actually be the part that enacts change. He's going to say that in this video. He could actually be the person, the individual that starts enacting change. And change does start at an individual level. He says it doesn't. It does. It starts at an individual level. That's how all those movements for social change start. You start with one person who does something, some sort of grandstand move, and then people follow. Rosa Parks is one person, right? An individual. The monk that set himself on fire for what reason I forgot. That's one person. The one Chinese guy that stood up in front of a tank. That was one person. It starts with one. I'm just saying. It starts with one.
Know better about my situation than I do, and will literally be like, actually, you're not doing a great thing. Fuck you, whatever. But even then,
But you're not doing a great thing. You're taking all this money from people who don't have money, right? I mean, if his thing is like, oh, he's worried about the people who don't have money, then be like, look, you don't even have to sub. I make so much money now. It's gross. I don't want to benefit from this capitalist system. Okay, it's horrible. It's wrong. I don't want to line the pockets of Jeff Bezos anymore. So you know what? Don't even sub to me. Thank you for your support. Just follow. Whatever. You could do that. I understand what it sounds like. What I'm saying, that he shouldn't be allowed to make money, and sure, I guess you could take that from what I'm saying here. But I'm saying if his one of his big things, major things, is that as the capitalist system is evil and that it needs to be changed. It's corrupted, which there's problems with it, right? It's not a perfect system. It's very flawed. He's grossly benefiting from it. I mean, he's living a very enriched fat cat life. Okay, he has more money than you'll ever have. While lining the pockets of a CEO that he wants to go after, or a rich billionaire that he wants to, I guess, crucify for his wealth. So he doesn't deserve that wealth. Someone could say the same thing about Hassam. Clearly, that's what I'm saying, right? Hey, he makes enough money. If he really wants to be that commie Marxist guy, why doesn't he live the commie Marxist lifestyle? Be like Karl Marx. I'm not saying you got to be anti-Semitic like Karl Marx. You don't have to be bashing the Jews, so I'm pretty sure he would. Honestly, and if you talk to him privately, I'm pretty sure he'd be like, nuke Israel. I'm pretty sure he would. And a lot of people do that now. It's fine, I guess. but this guy, and here's the thing, I wouldn't have a problem with this if it wasn't for the fucking commie tanky grift. And their defense for this shit is crazy. There's a Vosh video that we'll play sometime, maybe someday. I don't know. Where Vosh defends stuff like this by saying that he doesn't have a problem with somebody maximizing their income with, I forgot his exact verbiage, using, I guess, the imperfect system. Using, so pretty much justifying people making money, maximizing their income off of the flaws in the system or the bad things in the system, like slavery. Okay, like capitalism, like exploitation of labor. Okay, it's a thing that Vosh does and Hassam do to defend when they make money. Don't worry about me making money. Don't worry about that. My numbers are up there. I'm totally transparent. You could see it. Let's talk about how you need more money and how the system that... It's funny, too, because this guy, Hassam, criticizes the system that all Americans are in. And various other countries, Western countries are in. Criticizes that system. Say it's horrible. Say it's flawed. Say it's broken. While he is clearly benefiting from it. He is one of the rich that will be targeted when it's time for the commie revolution. He is grossly benefiting from it. Seems like the system's working for him. And if he's so worried about the minorities that don't have money, well, what could he do with his money? What could he do to help those poor minorities that are struggling? Oh, it's not his responsibility. Whose responsibility is it? The state? The state to forcefully take your money and redistribute it? Is that what you want? When you say tax the rich, Hassam, do you mean you? He is going to say something in here about how he loves paying taxes, which... Who the fuck loves paying taxes? When we get to that part in the video, that's clearly... I mean, I don't trust anything this guy says. There's no way anybody will honestly say they love paying taxes.
I have everything. This is not surprising to many of you who have been in this community for a very long time, because I've had my fucking subscription count up there for years for this particular fucking reason, to be like, look, I'm a fucking leftist and I make a lot of fucking money from subscriptions.
Yeah, you make a lot of fucking money. Let's add more to that. On what platform? Whose platform? Twitch, right? Who owns Twitch? Who are you also helping make a shit ton of money? I'm just saying, bro.
For content that is literally free. Not only is it free, but the IP itself is fucking free for other people to literally fucking take and use, as long as it's not disparaging of me and as long as it's not like violating other content creators and what they want to do with their own IP, because I'm like reacting to shit. There are entire industries called the Hasanabi Clips complex that makes a killing by just taking these clips from the stream where I'm streaming.
Hey guys, it's fine. It's fine. You can grift off of me too. You could grift off of my image and I'm not going to ask for a dime. Oh, really? That's normal. That's expected. That's not an exception. It's called fair use too. I mean, for the most part, you could try to argue that. Sargon of Akkad, I mentioned his name. He had a lawsuit not too long ago that was that brought up that fair use, and he won that.
8 fucking hours a day to 10 hours a day, and guess what? Ultimately, I generate money for Twitch. That's how it works. They take a percentage of that because they host the servers, and that's it. Show your...
Yeah. You generate money for Twitch. You generate money for the evil Jeff Bezos. But here's the thing. You make so much money, you could start your own service. You could start your own streaming platform that's actually where every, I guess, employee or streamer, they're all equal somehow. The commie utopia of streaming, that wouldn't work. See, here's the thing. If they imagine this. Imagine if they made a streaming service, like the commie tube, okay? And it's on that platform It's equal distribution of views and likes and all that. That really put in perspective about how fucked it is and how that commie stuff doesn't work in practice, because no one likes to be on the receiving end of getting things taken away from them, are not being valued for their work. Okay? If everybody else could get by doing the bare minimum and you do a little bit more, that sucks. That's called government work, and it fucking sucks.
Your text from people are funny. Yeah, dude. Yo, let me just give you guys my social security number while I'm at that too. Like, what a fucking psychotic, idiotic fucking take, dude. Anyway, let's watch this.
What is it?
What
Accountable for what? Like, he's got his sub count on the screen. I don't know what it is about Hassan, but I actually really appreciate Hassan, because a lot of the three-head arguments, like Hassan is like a tanking them for me. Because a lot of those people used to be mad about me and use those arguments against me.
Is Osmond Gold also a commie tinky? I mean, I don't know anything about him, but just about everyone on Twitch is a fucking super leftist. I mean, it just seems to be.
Then Hassan came on the platform, and now they're over in his chat donating fucking broken logic gotcha questions back to him, and I don't have to deal with it anymore. It's great. Thanks, Hassan.
And that's where this meme comes.
Yeah, that's a weird compliment. So pretty much Hassan is his dumpster. All the spam that used to come my way, all the shit that came my way, now Hassan's getting it. Yay. But Osmond Gold's being kind of dumb about that. He can't be that dumb. He seems a little smart. He seems like he knows the reason why people go after him.
Comes from, which is that, like, Twitter.
Like, look, Hassan even has fucking Bernie in the background of him. Yeah, you can't see it in my clip. Oh, you can't see it. It's kind of cropped off. Behind him, there's the Bernie meme of Bernie sitting in the chair with his arms crossed. Bernie's a fucking grifter, too. Bernie is never going to get you Medicare for all. Hey, commie loving, hard leftists, you want that Medicare for all? You want that socialist utopia, that commie utopia? Your squad will say things you like. They will never, ever do it. It'll never, ever pass. There's no way. If you're going to tell me that the politicians that are in bed with business and close ties with insurance companies, hospitals, are just going to be like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make Medicare for all. We're gonna do it. Or they're gonna pass any sort of law that's going to jeopardize the income and money of one of their billionaire friends. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That doesn't make any sense. You can't tell me that politicians are bought and paid for by lobbyists, convinced by lobbyists, bought and paid for by big business, and then also tell me that they're going to be on your side and be on your cause when it comes down to the socialist commie utopia. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Bernie's a fucking fraud. Hassan's a fucking fraud. If you want the real shit, I could do BreadTube. I don't believe in that shit. I don't think that the commie utopia will ever fucking work. It work. That stuff works great for some sort of dystopian sci-fi novel, and I do see how, in a way, our society is being transformed to some sort of weird sci-fi novel dystopian thing, but I could do it. I could do BreadTube stuff. We could do a BreadTube stream, but I would go hardcore. I'd be like, guys, it's time to pick up your pitchforks. It's time. It's time to go for a French Revolution. But no. See. Anyway.
Twitter finding out streamers make money. Hassan, other millionaire streamers. Like, I am the fucking vector of all the hatred. I am the place that you can direct all this anger towards.
Man, he needs jump cuts for that even.
I get the fucking anger. Not only that, But I will talk about the other
Jump
side
it
of
there.
the situation.
Look, when you do a live stream, you're going to have moments of dead air. You're going to have pockets of uhs and ums when you're thinking because you're just talking off script out of your fucking mind. I think that's valued more than just jump cutting, cropping out every little and and little imperfect thing you say. It's a stream of consciousness. You know, these aren't like pre-written paragraphs that you're spitting out. Even that right there, what it just did. I was like, am I going to say spitting out or spouting out? What am I going to say? You know?
As well. But like, that's it. Everybody's like, oh man, it's fucking, this guy fucking claims he's a leftist, like blah, 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 blah. And now,
just like every other leftist, you're a fucking fake. Lining your pockets with money, lining your pockets with big cash. Are you helping anybody with that cash? Are you donating it to some sort of charitable cause? Are you helping low-income families? Are you helping them? You could do it. Oh yeah, there's taxes involved in that. You know, do you want to go through that stuff? And you gotta, I guess, ask your accountant what it would require from you to just give money out to people. But you could do it. You could be the individual that causes change. Hassam, you could do that. Hassam. I keep on saying Hassam.
now everybody fucking will turn around and shit on me as they have already. Like when it was first popping off, like you don't see fucking Asmongold trending on Twitter. You don't see Ludwig trending on Twitter. It's
because he's not the fucking hypocrite like you are. You're trending because you're a fraud. Hassan, you are trending because your whole fucking platform is a giant fucking farce. Your whole fucking thing. Your commie grifting, commie tanky shit. I don't want to hear a goddamn word about how you hate capitalism. I really do not. And I don't understand how someone can support you on that. If I was a capitalist hating lefty, I would say you are the worst fucking thing to the left. You're a fucking grifter. Like the other lefties, the hardcore commie lefties, Hassam, they don't like you. When it comes, if it was down to eating the rich and taking the, targeting those that actually have nice wealth and money and resources and all that, you're on that list. I hope you know that, Hassam. Hassan, you're on that list.
Hassan, because oh my god, streamers make money. Oh my god, Hassan. Now the reason why I love this,
he's so fucking stupid. At least he's playing dumb. I can't decide if he's playing dumb or if he is dumb. There's a very heavy jock persona I get from this guy. The jock vibe, like the dumb jock vibe. I already described it, like the dumb jocks in high school. Look, if you're a jock, you're a jock. Okay, they're great in sports. They're great in football. All right. They have great athletic ability and they can do things I probably couldn't do. All right. But intellectually, they're just not there. People don't like them for their smarts. They like them because they're good at a sport. They could take a beating. They could take a head-on collision with another guy and get back up and throw a ball around. Okay? They're already kind of dumb in a way. So you can't really make them dumber with head-on collisions, with the brain trauma. It takes a while. It takes a while for the brain trauma stuff to really start kicking in and they start not being able to form sentences. Maybe it happened here with Hassam because he can't form a fucking sentence without a jump cut. Maybe he has some is it CRT? What is it called? The brain injury shit from sports and all that. But he's like a gym guy. You don't really experience much brain trauma from just working, pumping iron in the gym, unless you're doing it wrong or something. Anyway.
The story is because there are obviously a lot of people who love their streamers that are in this fucking leak, right? There's a lot of people, and it's on LSF. There's a lot of people that are mad. There's a lot of people that are, memeing about it already. But I saw one fucking argument. I think it was like a Destiny post or something that was like, I love Pokimane. Like, my respect for Pokimane grew a lot. And it's like, why? Because she doesn't generate as much revenue. So I clicked on this. I didn't watch the clip yet. But I was looking at, what was going on in the chat. So the very same motherfuckers who are like, yo, fuck this Hassan guy. He's such a piece of shit. Are literally big respect to Tyler 1. He hasn't been a top dog in the law section for that long compared to people like Cutie.
Okay. I don't know anything about Tyler 1. Is Tyler 1 a commie tanky grifter? Is that what he is? Because the reason why they're going after you, Hassan, is because you're a fucking fraud. Okay? It's one thing to be hypocritical at times. Okay? Every now and then, as we live, you're going to say something that might contradict what you said before, or you're going to do something that might contradict what you said before. Okay? It just, things happen. All right? Life gets complicated. But you purposefully embraces hypocrisy. That's what you do. I don't know anything about Tyler 1. I'm going to assume, and maybe this is incorrect, that that's not his thing. That he's not some commie tanky grifter who's faking to be a socialist like you, Hassan. And then Pokimane. So what I'm getting is Hassan's butthurt here that Tyler 1 is getting praise, Pokimane's getting praise, but people are shitting on him. People are making fun of him. How dare they?
PewDiePie, Tyler 1 stopped taking donations. The donation link is gone from his Twitch page, but some people are insane. They go through Streamlabs to donate. He doesn't do sponsored streams. Like, people are literally, people are celebrating some of the other content creators, which, by the way, they deserve celebration and praise. But like, people are celebrating other content creators for doing shit that I've been doing already. Like, donos are all.
Oh, look at that. It sounds kind of bitter. You guys are praising Tyler 1 for not taking donations. I do that too. I don't take donos. Yet, this entire stream, there's been a text-to-speech thing that comes up for donations. I mean, you hear that thing that comes up. What is that? It's like text-to-speech or bits or whatever that's going on there. He receives some sort of donation. He's going to say he does it.
Always off on my fucking stream. I yell at you for donating.
And he's going to contradict what he just said. He says, well, let's back it up. I think he said my donations are always off for my stream.
Celebration and praise. But like, people are celebrating other content creators for doing shit that I've been doing already. Like, donos are always off on my fucking
donos
stream.
are off on his stream.
I yell at you for donating. I turn off fucking TTS. The only reason
he yells at you for donating, he turns off TTS.
The reason why I have it on is because it's fun. It's not like it's a fucking big...
But he has TTS on. And the fact that he has to yell at people for donating means people could still donate. So he doesn't have donos off. If he had donos off, then why would he be yelling at people for donating? And people are donating here. He's not yelling at them. He's not... say, guys. Before I get onto this further, stop donating, okay? I know I have that link there to donate, but just don't do it, okay? Please stop giving me money. He's not doing that. He's a liar. He's a massive
revenue
liar.
earner for me. Okay.
Look, what is that? What is that little animation just came on the screen there? The little present. Is that bits? Is this some sort of donation? Oh my God. These people that are donating to Hassan, they better not be working some 9-to-5 job making barely nothing, just giving their money up to him. These are probably some other rich fucking kids that believe in the commie utopia. Because that shit usually fucking happens. I don't know why it is, but the people have money and nothing to do. They're not really working. So they think that other people need money, but they don't realize they're the ones who have money. It's going to be their money that's taken. I mean, probably not. When they say eat the rich, it's like, what are you talking about? You know you're part of that, right? You're part of that equation.
Rarely ever fucking do sponsor streams. I did one last night. I don't know when the last time I fucking did a sponsor stream.
He did a sponsor stream. I like how he said he doesn't do sponsor streams, but then he does do sponsor streams. Did not as much. Okay. So he even does sponsor streams.
Was since then.
Wait.
Didn't he do a gun stream? Showing off guns, sponsoring guns. Guns are cool. I like guns.
Hassan is trending with 37,000 tweets, but the Twitch leak has 2.4.
The quality of this is horrible. Let me see if I can increase it. Why is it 144p? Wow. Let me increase that. There we go.
Or what? Why are people so angry at Hassan?
Oh my God, that lady doesn't sound very bright. Think about it. Think about it. Take a moment and think about why. Just think about he's receiving money, a lot of money, He has a lot of money. He has a lot of income. Yet he spends his time arguing about how, or talking about how there's wealth disparity in America and that we have to do things to solve that, you know. And he's part of the solution.
I wonder why. I wonder why so many people are mad at me. That's so strange. What a strange situation.
Yeah, it's a strange situation, Hassan. Do you know? I think you do know.
Why are people so mad at me? I wonder what it is. Because it's fucking insanity, dude. That's it.
That's the reason. It's insanity. People are loco in the brain. They're crazy in the cranium. It's just, okay, that's the reason why. You know, like I said earlier, I don't want to see society collapse. But if I could see people like Hassan being torn into by the fucking vultures, the lefty vultures, for his wealth and all that, that'd be great. Huh. They're in their own bubble.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like motherfuckers are like, oh, dude, it's fucking fuck this guy. He makes money. He's successful. I fucking hate that. While still maintaining his values. That's what the fucking frustrating part of
Maintaining his values. Hassan, you maintain your values? What values? What principles? What? Jeff Bezos is like target number one for you. And you're going to bring him up in this video about the rich that don't pay their taxes, pays like 1%. Okay? You support him. You support him. You help him get richer. I mean, you're part of it. You're not the only one, but you're part of it. And you have the ability, you have the resources to change that, to make a difference if you wanted to, if you really cared. That's just one thing. You talk about income inequality, minorities that don't make money, and how they need money. What could you do? I don't know. It doesn't seem very principled to me. Like, I would have a problem. I'm not even a lefty fucking commie tanky whatever, you know. I'm just spitting out fucking words. I'm not one of those guys. But I've even told people to don't donate to me on my other channel on YouTube. I actually, the only reason why I monetize it so that the little ads can play, and I figured if YouTube's going to throw an ad on there, I might as well get a penny from it if I do. But if I don't want people to donate, I'll literally tell them, do not donate. Do not donate. Now's not the time for that. Our economy is not in the best that it should be. We don't know what's going to happen down the road. We might be in a crazy World War III scenario. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But it's right now is not the time. Besides, I have a job. I have a job. A full-time, steady job. I do not need any sort of donations. Do not want it. Do not need it. And I make that clear. What does Hassan do? No, man, I have it. I have the ingredients to be a commie tanky. I just don't believe in the philosophy. It sounds nice on paper. It sounds nice when you talk about it, but in practice, it just doesn't work because the commie utopia, it doesn't account for human nature, that people are greedy. For some reason, it assumes that people are genuinely nice and want to share, want to give up stuff. Are you kidding me? What? Even kids know that's fucking wrong. Kids don't like to share their things, their toys with other kids. Maybe on occasion they do. Jesus Christ.
about this is, for a lot of people, is like, oh, it's hypocritical. It's like, we just exposed you, dude. We just fucking exposed you for
You have been exposed.
what, dumbass?
You know exactly what, Hassan. You know exactly what.
It's up there. You exposed me for something that's been fucking public information for years.
And he doesn't have any arguments against, like, in any of the points you bring up. Like, the stuff I just said in the stream, if you were to bring that up to him, he has no rebuttal for that. Other than something to justify it.
If you get mad and if you're angry, I understand it. I already had this controversy just on my own before this shit happened. And it was called the Housegate, Hasanabi. This was literally exactly that. That was like when fucking Hassan, rich, but also fucking leftist, fuck this guy. This used to happen to Chapo all the time when they were the most successful podcast on Patreon. They're socialists. They're on.
You know, it's so interesting too that even the politicians and big names like George Soros or whatever, when you see them and they talk about transforming the world and they talk about new world order stuff, that sounds like Alex Jones stuff. And they talk about some sort of socialist, society. So they talk about things, they hint at things that sound like this grand scheme of a socialist commie utopia thing. Notice how they're all fucking rich. How did they get rich? How did they get there? Did they get there because of capitalism? Or did they get there because of communism? How did Nancy Pelosi get rich? How's AOC getting money now? They say she's not rich right now. I don't know. If you're able to afford a nice, comfy suite with a pool in DC, you're fucking rich to me. You make more than I make. You make a lot more than I make. I mean, it's not. Actually, my salary is actually kind of public information because I work for the state of Texas. But it's crazy. I'm not going to dox my name or whatever. It's kind of there, sort of. About 45,000 a year. Not a lot, right? Not amazing. About average. $50,000 a year is about average. It's not the best. It's not the best. But I'm sure you can identify with that. So when you hear about politicians that make $225,000 a year, it's like, what? How do you make that much money? Why do you make that much money? And you espouse a socialist crap. Well, why don't you give up your salary? Why are we paying you more? Why are we paying more taxes? Why don't you take out your money, your income, and put it back into the system? Why don't you do that? Oh, because like I said before, nobody likes it when they have to give up their money. They like talking about your money. They like talking about my money, your money, all of our money. They want us to give that up. Bullshit. But yeah, what I was getting to with this is that notice how they all look wealthy and rich, and they want to espouse this commie shit. Funny about that.
Patreon. They have the most successful Patreon. It is an age-old, classic-ass, bullshit-ass fucking line of criticism, which is that like, oh, you're a grifter. Motherfucker, this shit wasn't popping. I was saying the exact same shit to fucking 30 people, and now I'm...
What? You say this commie shit wasn't popping? Dude. What? When? When was this stuff not popping? The 2016 election. Bernie was powerful. Bernie was going. Bernie bros were popping. What do you mean it wasn't popping? What? This guy's a fucking liar.
I'm saying it to 38,000 people, 36,000 people. If any...
Man, okay. You know he's a fucking liar because of what he's saying. You can also know he's a liar because he's very careful, very concerned about it. It's little things. He's very concerned about his presentation. He doesn't want you to think that he says ahs and ums a lot. Look at all the jump cuts. And there's also something else he says coming up very soon about taxes, where he's a massive fucking liar.
I could have just switched up and been like, yeah, actually, yo, fuck this socialism shit, dude. Fuck this socialism shit. I'm out, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah, capitalism. Like, why the fuck would I?
You live that way. You might as well just embrace it. Like, I guess the conservative guys that are rich and wealthy because of capitalism and say, hey, you could do it too. I did it. You could do it. While they may be full of shit in the way you can do it, they might oversimplify the way you can do it because it worked for them. They expect it to work for you, but does it work for you given your situation, whatever? Okay, They are at least honest about the system in a way, being like, hey, it benefited me, maybe it could benefit you. You just got to find your way. You are saying, Hassan, you got rich through capitalism, but fuck capitalism. We need to get rid of it. Okay, you want to get rid of it? All right. What is that going to look like? What is that going to look like? You're not going to be on Twitch streaming like this. Are there lucrative streaming platforms from communist societies? I mean, I'm pretty sure China has. Does China have a streaming platform that's lucrative? Russia doesn't have one. Funny about that. Where's the Venezuela Twitch?
I do that as a European. For me, it seems so fucking crazy that all the Americans, they pick you up to be mad for having money. Ain't there someone else to be mad at for being rich? Y'all fucked in the head. It doesn't matter.
And these people are silly. It's about the money and the messaging. The money and the messaging together. You gotta put it together.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter. And like every time this sort of fucking outrage cycle happens, people just like add on additional bullshit to it. Like, oh, well, remember this? Remember he had a house too? And all this other shit.
Like, what do you want him to do though? Like, realistically. Do you want him to take all the money that he gets and donate it away?
Not all, but it'd be nice if he donated a majority. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't like to say what others should really do with their money. Not really, though. I've been kind of saying that, right? You know, there's exceptions to that. Hassan, it doesn't practice what he preaches. That's my thing there. So if he has a problem with the way this capitalist society is ran, and as you know, it notices that there's some flaws with income, and some people are not being paid enough, and some issues that maybe he could help with his money, right? Maybe he could put his resources, his money in areas, use that money to make change, enact change. He could start his own nonprofit. He could start his own charity that helps out black and impoverished communities. That would be nice. No, he's not even looking to that. I don't even think he would even care. Like, what? No, it's my money. I make my money. I pay my taxes. I'm sure that's exactly what he would say.
Yes, that's what the people want me to do. No, that's literally what they want me to do.
Yes?
Yeah,
you want him to just turn off
when do we make
anything that has to do with just income for
I like that argument. But guys, we can't turn off our income. We need to make money. It's like, okay. We need to make money on a platform that benefits Jeff Bezos, the guy we don't like, that benefits Amazon and a huge corporation that we don't like. You guys are willing to get money to make a living, to get wealthy off of, to get rich off of a platform that you don't like, off of a platform that benefits a company that you don't like because it's enlarged and makes way too much money as a huge monopoly, which I do agree. It is gross how much Amazon has, and that probably should be looked into. But it's, yeah, I mean, I could see the issue here. And like I said, I normally wouldn't have a problem. Like, I wouldn't say this about Darkside Phil, even though he's a grifter. He shames his audience, but he's not saying fuck capitalism, fuck Amazon, fuck Twitch, fuck Jeff Bezos. He needs to take his money. He needs to share it around. These people will talk about what another billionaire needs to do with his money. He needs to pay more in taxes. He needs to give the money to minority communities, poor households, whatever. He could help out. He can enact change. What about you? You could do that too. And someone like myself or other people could say the same thing about you guys.
Or his Twitch?
Yeah. That's unironically what people want me to do. That's literally precisely what people want me to do. Because unfortunately, the problem is that after a fucking century of Red Scare propaganda, including by fucking leftists who like unironically subscribe to this bullshit, and there are grifters on the left too. There are grifters everywhere. But because of so much fucking propaganda, socialism is not socialism. Anti-capitalism is not anti-capitalism.
Socialism is not socialism. Oh, wait. Hassan, are you saying your socialism is socialism?
Capitalism. It's not.
So he's anti-capitalism. He's anti-capitalism. That was the term I was looking for. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you. Anti-capitalism, yet he benefits off of Twitch. He benefits in a capitalist society. You see how this works? You see the problem here?
Marxism. It's whatever the fuck you personally, as an individual, whatever ideas that you have ascribed to socialism, okay? People voluntarily subscribe to me for content that is literally free. They like...
But see, I'm not coming at you from that perspective, from that position. I understand the bare, basic, I guess, core of communism, distribution of wealth and equality and all that, equality of resources. And you do not present that at all. You will talk like that. You'll talk the stuff. You'll talk about helping those that don't have money, which sounds like charity. But you'll talk about it in a way of targeting those that do have money to then take that money and help those that don't have money, which is a path towards communism. Okay. Why not you? If you're so anti-capitalist, first off, why are you getting enriched, lining your pockets off of a capitalist system, enjoying the benefits of that without helping those around you that you could help? I said you keep it to yourself, for yourself, like just another capitalist fat cat. He only cares about himself. I mean, it's not rocket science here what I'm talking about. It's not difficult to understand.
Like the content. They think it's worth $5 a month. They like it because they don't want to see the fucking ads. They watch for 8 hours a day. That's it. That's what this is. And I've never fucking been like, oh my God, like this is so much more important. Oh, like,
you know, it'd be interesting. If Hassan would, okay, people who sub to him and they give him money, what if he actually redistributed his earnings, his income, to those that donate to make it like they get like a payout and it's like an equal number? I mean, it probably messed up. It'd probably be really complicated and hard to implement, and probably some legal issues there too. But that would be the I think the more genuine commie streamer on Twitch. The one who's like, okay, guys, if you have money, if you have a lot of wealth, donate it to me, and I'm going to redistribute it with those that follow me. I need your information, though. We're going to start our own our program here, okay? We're going to start our own little program here that's going to help those that don't have money, that don't have income.
Like, please give me money. Don't give me money. This has nothing to do with like actual morals or anything like that, and absolutely everything to do with trying to moralize a petty grievance that you personally have. That's it. Whenever right-wingers and some liberals see a failing leftish media outlet or personality, they immediately go troll, lol, OMG, go woke, go broke lines. But when they see a successful one, they instead reach out and say, see, I told you woke cultural capitalism now rules the world. Sorry, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. Either people like Hassan are representing a...
That's not what we're saying here. I'm not saying woke capitalism, woke cultural Marxism now rules the world. That's not what I'm saying. That's not the argument against you. I'm saying you are anti-capitalist. You say you are, but you benefit grossly from a capitalist system. You benefit grossly from a system that you despise. And what are you doing? What sort of actions? What sort of charities? What are you doing with your money to enact change? Nothing. You talk out of your ass. You're a fake fucking lefty. And they should eat you alive. It'd be great. I would love it.
A marginal niche failing, universally despised kind of politics. or they're representative of the hegemonic status quo that is oppressing you. Of course, in reality, both views are deranged. There are many factors that go into a media outlet or personality being successful as judged by the metric of the audience reach, which, by the way, is not the only one that you should be used to judge success, from a particular person's charisma to the production value and quality of content. And of course, there is always an element of subjectivity in judging quality. Deranged MAGA-ites think Fox News and Tucker Carlson's show are the best things since sliced bread. I like to read the New Left review and watch.
Well, the reason why they think that, I mean, look, you can say what you will about Tucker Carlson, but he's like the only one who's saying the other stuff. It's very, and I wish it wasn't like that. I wish other news outlets would not toe the line and toe the narrative and just, it's like they all have the same points and positions. It's crazy. It's almost as if someone up top is writing all their news points for them and feeding it to them. And Tucker's just like losing it. Like, fuck that. No, I am. It's Tucker acts like he's challenging, you know? He wants to see if he can get fired.
Watch channels like The Real News and Afro-Marxist. And what I find is like, have you covered the October 15 general strike? No, I have not. But I will actually have Joshua Holland and Alex Press on soon to talk about the many different labor strikes that are occurring around the fucking country. And before you motherfuckers turn around and say, oh, he's doing this to hide the fucking fact that he's like profoundly wealthy. Well, guess what? Welcome to my fucking channel. I've been talking about this shit for fucking years.
Been talking about this shit for fucking years. You're super wealthy. What are you doing with it? I mean, Destiny was right when Destiny came out against these guys saying, look, you guys say this stuff, this anti-capitalist stuff, but you don't do anything. You don't start your own. Like, Vosh had a thing where he's supporting of, what do you call them? Or a business where all the owners are equal and they're like two guys or whatever. The name is not on my mind right now. The term is not on my mind right now. But that style of business does not. I mean, it's more than a partnership. It sounds like a partnership, but it's more than that. Where everyone gets a vote, even the little guys, about what happens in the company. Those businesses cannot be successful. I'm saying that. I have not done much research other than that does not seem to be a business that's around and very successful. You know, Coca-Cola is not going to let everyone in the warehouse have a vote about what's going to happen with their products and merchandise. Not going to happen. And should they really? Why? Why should McDonald's care about the vote of the low guys that are just doing their job, you know, doing the bottom work? Why should they care? Because they work there and every job's equal? Is every job equal? Is every job equal? Working the fries and the flipping the burgers and doing the drive-through. I know it's tough. I did fast food too when I was in high school. I could tell you Wendy's stories, Whataburger stories. There's Wendy's, Whataburger, and I think that's it. Yeah. But is that the same sort of job as being, let's say, a program director, a regional director, a regional manager? Is that the same sort of job as managing various stores in your area, making sure that they are productive, maximizing their productivity? Is it the same sort of job, same sort of stress, same sort of importance as someone who's an accountant for the company? Someone's higher up than the regional manager? I mean, no. There's different jobs, and each job has its own significance. I mean, it's kind of like the janitor at the airport is not going to have as much importance as the airline pilot, right? Not the same. I mean, you get... So, anyway, I was going on thinking about this. Oh, shit. The reason why I was talking about that is because they will bring up that, you know, these companies, they need to pretty much redesign to where everyone's equal, and there's like, it's like a communist setup and in a business, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That wouldn't work if everyone had their vote heard. Okay. Sounds like a union thing. You know, they have their issues. They have their flaws. I can tell you, though, it doesn't seem like they get very far. I'm talking like, if the reason why you don't see a lot of companies letting everyone have equal say and equal profits or whatever, is because it doesn't work. Now, with that said, I mean, I do agree. It would be nice if people were paid more. It would be great if people were paid more. And these companies, they could afford it. They could afford it. They just don't want to.
Anyway, even before this massive fucking data breach occurred, I was and still will be doing this exact same thing. But like, ultimately, I'm a fucking Twitch streamer. Okay, I try to be as entertaining as possible while simultaneously.
It sounds so robotic. I am a fucking Twitch streamer. It's like the jump cuts are insane.
Delivering to you news from a leftist point of view, something that many people don't get, while making arguments for why you probably are a leftist yourself. The fact that I am successful to this degree is not something that I ever thought would happen. But not only that, but is also a testament to the fucking strength and size of this community. That's just the reality. You can seethe. You can get angry. You can say whatever the fuck you want. It's okay. Aren't the metrics in the leaks from like 2019 and 2021? Folks think this is what you make in a single year. First of all, the lion's share of that revenue is from 2020 and 2021. Because I wasn't fucking caked up in 2019, dude. I wasn't fucking cracking the top 20 wealthiest streamers of 2019. It's like literally the second half of 2020, an election cycle year, and also this year when this community fucking massively grew. So most of that is coming from the recent years. I've paid more in taxes, which by the way, I love.
Okay, here's where we go. He says, I paid more in taxes.
It is a patriotic duty. I am profoundly for.
He loves paying taxes. Let's hear that again. Let's hear this lie again.
When this community fucking massively grew. So most of that is coming from the recent years. I've paid more in taxes, which by the way, I love. It is a patriotic duty. I am profoundly fortunate. I talk about this all the fucking time.
Guys, do you love paying taxes? Do you love paying taxes? Hassan loves paying taxes. He does it. It is perfectly legal when you pay your tax to look for how to properly file so that you're not overpaying and you're paying as little as possible. Because who likes to pay taxes? When you file your taxes, I'm sure you do it multiple times, right? You're looking, you go through the stuff, you're like, wait a second. If you're expecting to get some back, you're like, what? Why am I getting this back? This is too small. Let me run these numbers again. Now, if you're in a position where you make enough to where you actually have to start paying, that sucks. That sucks. It's all about how you file, too. Like, my wife and I, during tax time, will run the numbers the first time and be like, wait, it says we owe. And I'll be like, wait, how do we owe money? We don't make that much money. There's no reason why we owe Uncle Sam any more money than we already give him. What? Run those numbers again. We'll run it again. Like, oh, okay. Let's change this. Did you say this on your W2 W4? Yeah, okay. I said this. Okay, and boom, increased payout. It's like, okay, that's what you do. Now, if you are very wealthy and you have a lot of assets and business, your tax filings are more complicated. You probably have an accountant to help you to make sure that it's done properly, right? So you don't want to pay more. Hassan does not like paying taxes. There's no way he likes it. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sure Hassan uses and has an accountant to go over his stuff to make sure he doesn't pay more than what he has to. I don't know anything about him in that way. I'm going to assume he has an accountant and he does not like paying taxes and he wants to pay as little taxes as possible because who likes paying more? That's a fucking lie. If you believe what Hassan's saying right now, I got some oceanfront property to sell you in Arkansas, okay? Or in Kansas.
And I don't mind paying taxes. I love paying taxes. It's fucking great. Okay, it's a wonderful experience. I wish more people thought the same way that I did about paying taxes, despite the fact that a lot of the fucking taxes that unironically go to the
Got some beach houses in Montana to sell you. You're gonna love them. They're great.
American military or numerous other subsidies for fucking oil giants. But ultimately, there's still a fraction of the...
Oh, I like it brings up other people that are very wealthy, and they are, like oil giants and whatever. But don't worry about him, guys. Don't worry about him. He pays his share. I mean, I don't want to say this really, but show your tax return, motherfucker. I don't care. It's probably going to be leaked. That'd be nice. I do take pleasure out of other people's misfortune. Schadenfreude, right? Say no to taxes? Yeah. More and more, I'm leaning that way. What the fuck are we doing with the taxes? All I want from my goddamn taxes is for the roads to be maintained. A fire department that is ready and able. I want the police to do their fucking job. But also, I don't want the police to be fucking, to be overstepping their bounds. And things that don't really need policing. Things that are really just glorified revenue for the local town or, the city. I think I'm saying tickets. Speeding tickets? Are speeding tickets even really needed? If police weren't enforcing speed limits, how bad would things get? Would people just be speeding all the time? So what? Maybe the only speed limit that should be enforced is like the school zone. How about that? I mean, that's fine. But that better be a school zone when school is actually in. Have you ever had it where the school zone thing is lighting up? It's on the weekend, or it's like spring break, or it's summer. Ever get pulled over in those situations? I haven't, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of dickhead cop, some sort of wannabe Judge Dredd, who's really just a glorified a glorified tax collector at that point. That'd be bullshit. What's really coming to mind is this year during 4th of July, we had fireworks. Lots of fireworks. And we never get in trouble for fireworks. Even though there's always a don't pop fireworks over here, whatever. It's funny because really the next house down, next street down, you perfectly can because it's legal in that county. But this year they were enforcing it. Because we got a new neighbor on our street and they're fucking Karen, probably a Democrat. I'm just saying, they never come out. They're afraid of COVID, afraid of the coof. They don't like us. Okay. And they were calling the police. I'm pretty sure they were. Because every time we lit one off, they would call the police. And they would come, take all the fireworks, which is fucking bullshit. Paid money for that shit. And then give us a ticket. Fucking nay. We could do a no tax stream in the future. Anyway.
That goes back to roads, that goes back to education. I think it's a good thing.
Taxes going to roads, have no problem with it. Taxes going to education, well, as people are finding out more and more, the critical race theory stuff, the CRT, that's kind of an issue. Parents, mothers are not so happy that their kids are being told that because they're black, they're not going to make it, they're going to be, I don't know. Their chances of succeeding is going to be almost impossible because of the color of their skin. That they're not going to have the same opportunities because they're oppressed. And we're talking about a black family in a middle-class neighborhood that is doing just fine, if not just as fine, maybe even better than the other white families. So, sounds like they're doing okay for themselves. Anyway, This video goes on for a little bit longer, but we touch on the main things I wanted to talk about with Hassan. Okay. I make money. Twitch income leaked. What is going to happen? I'm going to wrap the stream up with a question, I guess for 3 a day, because it's the only person here. What is going to happen with Twitch? You think this is going to really cause an issue? I think it has these streamers worried. But they're not going to bail. They're not going to leave this platform. They make too much money. They're not going to start anew on YouTube. Maybe some of them will do simultaneous streams, which if you're partnered is supposed to be against the TOS. So I don't know how that's going to work. But just because something's against the TOS doesn't mean they won't have exceptions, right? I'm very curious about what the second part of the leaks are going to be. You saved the best for last. Now, I do stream on Twitch on occasion, every week, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I stream there because on Twitch, I can do the live reactions to various Japanese metal and whatever it is that I'm reacting to without it being taken down due to copyright. I can also react to, in a live stream, very... not sexually explicit, really, but on Wednesdays I do a Men of Culture stream, which pretty much reacting to Japanese girls in bikinis. Japanese women dressed in bikinis, usually playing around, playing various games, doing silly stuff. You can see it here on the channel, Men of Culture. Those streams might get me in trouble on YouTube doing it live. I'm curious. But there's that. Baby metal. Yeah, baby metal. Yeah. It's been a minute since I reacted to any baby metal. I've seen everything, right? We all have at this point. And I think I mean I've heard that they're sitting on an album and they haven't released it because of COVID and all that. And I'm kind of actually worried that baby metal's I don't know. I hope they're not like taking a break or anything. This COVID shit is really fucked up stuff. Fucking China, man. They should pay for this. Make that shit in the lab, cook it in the lab. Oh, it was released. Yeah. Anyway, with that said, thanks 3 a day for watching. And hope other people will watch after. This was not scheduled or planned, which is why it's kind of quiet. Sometimes on Sundays I do stream in the morning. Maybe make it more consistent. Anyway, with that said, you guys take it easy, have a good one, and stay safe out there.